Mixed martial arts is the real time, never back down. It is a combat wherein you need to excel in both ground and stand-up fighting, which makes one a complete fighter. In its beginnings, MMA was a sport that matched style against style. However, in today's version of MMA, fighters must be well-versed in all the styles that the sport is comprised of in order to be successful. In this video, we are going to discuss the 10 best death blows in MMA history. The video is going to be amazing, so make sure you stick to the end. Oh, and before starting the video, be sure to front kick the like button and subscribe to MMA Authority to never miss out on any of our videos. Number 10. Georges St. Pierre. Georges St. Pierre, popularly known as GSP or Rush, has derived this nickname as a result of defeating his opponents in the first round itself. In his 27 fights, Rush has landed 57% of successful strikes in standing and 35% on the ground, with 74% of successful takedowns. Rush has a record of 25-2, wherein 8 are knockouts and 5 are submission wins against the top fighters of the world, including BJ Penn, Nick Diaz, Matt Hughes, and Carlos Condit. Number 9. Benson Henderson. Benson Henderson mostly earns this spot due to his ridiculous ability to withstand submission attempts. After his awesome first fight with Donald Cowboy Cerrone for the WEC Interim Lightweight Championship, the MMA community was left dumbfounded as to what it would take to finish this guy. Also, Henderson has never been knocked out, even after infamously eating the Showtime kick, a kick where Anthony Pettis leaped off of the cage like a ninja and landed a flush spinning head kick on Henderson while still in the air. Number 8. Randy Couture. With the indifferent record of an average fighter, Couture was anything but. The Natural won UFC gold in both the light heavyweight and heavyweight divisions. He's also been attributed with establishing the technique of dirty boxing, whereby fighters use short hooks and uppercuts to cause damage in the clinch. Fighting into his late 40s, Couture became a hero to many fighters today and laid the foundation for wrestlers to excel in the UFC. Number 7. Carlos Condit. With 26 stoppage victories comprised of an equal amount of knockouts and submissions, interim welterweight champion Carlos Condit is as diverse a finisher as they come in MMA. Whether standing or on the ground, opponents are never safe when inside the cage with Condit. Condit is equally hard to finish, having never been knocked out in his career. Number 6. John Fitch. The standout wrestler made a quiet debut in the octagon in late 2005, taking a short notice bout with fellow debutant Brock Larson and winning a decision. Fitch fell short to Georges St. Pierre in that title bout, but then reeled off another streak of 5 wins and a draw before finally being downed by Johnny Hendricks in late 2011. Largely due to his clashes with UFC management, his career with the promotion only lasted 2 more fights. Number 5. Pat Miletic. Miletic went on record a total of 4 successful title defenses, defeating George Patino, Andre Pederneiras, John Alessio, and Kenichi Yamamoto before being dethroned by Carlos Newton in 2001. However, while his biggest achievements came at the peak of the UFC Dark Ages, it's hard to dispute that Miletic did a lot to rebuild the 170-pound division. The fact that only 3 fighters have been able to beat his record of 4 successful defenses means that he remains one of the best welterweights of all time. Number 4. Matt Brown. Brown has been fighting for a long time. With 44 professional bouts, he's had more fights than years on this earth. In his 14th year with UFC, he's still fighting the best of the best in the sport. At 41 years old, he still faces tough opponents and competes well. His nickname, the Immortal, is fitting, and after so many years, he's still showing that willingness to keep coming forward. He's a pioneer in this sport. Number 3. Diego Sanchez. Even when Diego Sanchez comes into a fight out of shape, injured, or unmotivated, he is impossible to stop. The one time he was stopped was due to a cut. In the 5th round of his title fight against lightweight legend BJ Penn, Sanchez took a full-on head kick to his forehead that split his skin open. The doctors and referee eventually called a stop to the fight because they simply felt bad about the severity of the cut and the overall amount of abuse he had received in the fight. Number 2. Chuck Liddell. Chuck Liddell quickly vaulted himself into untouchable status as he ripped through the UFC's 205-pound division, avenging almost every loss in his career. Chuck's reign as UFC champ saw him defeat UFC legends Randy Couture and Tito Ortiz, not once, but twice each. Liddell's impressive run was one of the most dominant in MMA history, and came at the perfect time for himself and the UFC. Number 1. Anderson Silva. Having a fight record of 34-6, Anderson the Spider Silva had posed to be the unstoppable king. Defending his title 17 times, Silva has finished the game in both standing up with awesome striking and kicks, and on the ground with triangle chokes. The vicious Muay Thai artist is adept at changing his stance from southpaw to orthodox fluidly, thus bringing in excitement. He trains in boxing, wrestling, judo, taekwondo, and even capoeira. He is also a black belt in Brazilian jiu-jitsu. Let us know your opinion in the comment section below. This was all for today. Hope you liked the video. Please do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Keep your guard up, and we will be back soon with another video.